What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to FFTV. Bang on the dot as we try and always make it. That is the key. Thanks ever so much for everyone popping in. After yesterday's stream, I feel like I've just recovered. What a stream. We nearly got 1,000 views on the stream yesterday. We've got some new subscribers in the house. So a big fist and a big up to all the new subscribers. And also my massive community, which for me feels massive at the moment, and our obviously loyal supporters and fans in the chat as well. Craig's already in here, Tony C's already in here. Love to see it as well. So yeah, I mean, yesterday for me was probably one of the best streams I've done in a long time. The interaction from everyone was superb. Obviously, we couldn't click every comment, as you know, but the interaction for me was just absolutely excellent. So it's not going to be easy to try and follow up from yesterday's stream. I can tell you that. But today I just want to speak about the Varane one. Let's get it up in the banner as well. Let's just get that up there. Yeah, let me just get that here. So today I want to speak about this man. Now, for me, this is probably, for me, the best signing of the window. If Haaland or Kane don't go, this is a major signing, and I don't think a lot of people realize, or they're being biased towards Man United if they're not Man United fans. But this player here is a Rolls Royce of a centre half. He's a Rolls Royce of a centre half. We can't question what he has achieved in the game. He has won World Cups. He has won Champions League. He's got over 350 appearances for Real Madrid. I think he's been there for 10 years. This is a world-class elite player. And I just don't think he's getting credit. I really don't. And as an Arsenal fan, you know me, I'm very unbiased. I try and give content for everyone who comes along in this channel. The new subscribers, the people from other channels, they have their say whether we agree or not. It's all mutual, and we just move on. And we, you know, sometimes we agree to disagree. Sometimes we agree. That's how it is. But for me, this signing for Man United is a big statement. Sancho was a big statement, but this one is bigger for me. This one is bigger. Him again with Maguire will be absolutely solid, in my opinion. Wan-Bissaka, people were talking about Wan-Bissaka today, that he's probably the weak link. And I'm thinking, I'm sure everyone was raving about him like he's the most defensive and best defender as a right back in the Premier League. No one ever gets past him. And now all of a sudden they're saying because he's not great going forward, he could be the weak link. Well, I'm telling you now, I'm a former winger and I do not want to be playing against Wan-Bissaka. I can tell you that. His positioning can be a little bit hazy because he's quick. He tends to drift off a little bit. But as defending one, I don't think I've really seen anyone manage to get a crossing. To be honest, I really don't. So should these, but I've got to put this up. It's put Wan-Bissaka, his brother Two-Bissaka is better. I love that. It's quite sharp. It's quite sharp. It's quite sharp. But yeah, for me, so for me, this signing today for United is huge. It really is. Will it bring them closer to City? That's why they've got to do this business. Let's be honest. That's why they've got to do this business. As always, I will get to your comments probably about, you know, a few minutes in which we let a few people get into the chat. We might not be busy today. I know a few people are doing watch along for pre-seasons, so we might not be busy today, but that's not an issue whatsoever. We're all, whoever's here, we make sure that we deliver the content. So will Man United get close to City? Doing this, it's a step in the right direction. Let's be honest, it really is a step in the right direction with Sancho and with Varane. And for me, you just can't question Varane. He's an absolute world-class Rolls Royce of a defender. He will get caught out. Of course, he's going to get caught out. He gets caught out in Madrid. He's going to get caught out. Every player gets caught out. Few are saying, will he have the impact that not Wan-Bissaka, that Ruben Diaz have had? I think that's going to be the level that he needs to aim for, because Ruben Diaz has made John Stones get him back to form. He's been absolutely solid, rightly so, player of the year in the Premier League. So for me, if Varane gets to that level, which he's already got that level, but gets that level in the Prem because there's a lot more games, it's a lot more high intensity. People are worried about, oh, well, they're saying his a lot more high. The Premier League is faster, it's high intensity. I get that. Will he cope? This kid's won World Cups, Champions League, played 360 games for Real Madrid. Also, he's played in the Champions League, remember. He's won it 4 times or 5 times. I can't remember how many times he's won it. So he's going to take to this like duck to water. He's not really going to be concerned about a few people running at him, etc. He will get caught out. And people have got to understand, all players get caught out. It doesn't mean he's not good because he doesn't get caught out. It doesn't mean a player's not good because they don't score every time they get an opportunity. But for me, it's an unbelievable, great signing. They've got him. I know they tried to get him 10 years ago. So I believe they tried to get him 10 years ago. It wasn't going to happen. Madrid came in with a 6-year deal. So he's going to go Madrid, isn't he? 10 years ago. I mean, Madrid, Galacticos, etc. And then now they've finally got him. He's 28. So he's very, very much in great condition and peak in footballers career-wise. 28 is where you have nearly all the knowledge of the game, all the maturity of how to handle yourself. So 28 is apparently, and if a player stays in the game for that long, your peak. It was my peak. I think I had my best season at 27, 28. Nearly got to move back, nearly got to move into the championship. But football politics obviously came involved. So 28, you're always told 28, 28, 27, 28 is the age that you tend to be at your prime. So Varane is coming at an unbelievable time. But what makes this deal for me is the price that they have paid. There's no way you would get a player like Varane if Madrid were not struggling for money. 34 million with add-ons that may go to 45 in the end, plus everything else. Yes, we all know he's going to be on an absolute huge paycheck, maybe 300k. But that's what you're going to get when you want a world-class player. When you've got a player that has won and played at the levels that he has played for 8-9 seasons in a row. That's what you're going to have to play for. If you're getting him for a really cheap fee because of the politics in Spain and the corruption and the bankruptcy, etc., whatever is going to be infested in the Spanish game, which happened in the Italian game decades ago. Hope it never happens in the English game. I don't think it will because we're regulated very highly. That's the price that you pay. Small fee, big wages. So for me, outstanding signing. We can't compare it to Ben White before people start comparing it. Ben White, English, beginning of his highlights of his career, 1 season in the Premier League, cheaper wages but higher fee because he's got potential. Varane, ready-made, world-class centre-half, already established, already won multiple levels, won the best you can ever win in football. So he's a cheaper fee, but his wages is nearly 4 times probably as much or 3 times more than White. So we've got to stop comparing. Some people are, and on Curtis's channel, I know some people were, and etc., things like that. So going to get through some of your lovely comments. Thanks for popping in as ever, everyone. The community is growing. We've got some more subscribers overnight. We've got maybe about 50 because of our great stream yesterday. I've changed the trailer video just for a little bit of introduction, and added my big dish on the thumbnail as well, or the banner. So go and check that out and see what you think about it. So Craig's put yesterday's stream was unbelievable. It was great. Me and Kurt are definitely going to do more together. I know he's busy, but the chemistry that we have is very good. Big up Fran, Social DRG. I know that you was on, obviously, Kurt's. I don't know if he's still on there. He probably got a few screens going on. Wan-Bissaka, his brother, Bissaka is better. Rayan, not seen you for a while, mate. Hope that you are well. And obviously, I know that you're concentrating on your work, etc. So Rams put, big up, friend. Hope you're well. Been a while since I've been here. Yeah, just mentioned that. Just wanted to let you know I fully secured an apprenticeship in Reading, Basingstoke, following a successful drug test on Monday. So huge congratulations to you, Rayan. I know you've asked for a bit of my advice, what books to read, etc., to kick you on. So well done to you. Ashton's put big up to everyone. Big up to yourself, Ashton. Social DRG has put Arsenal matches on the tablet, Fran on your phone, Curtis on the TV. I knew you'd have multiple screens. Make sure you like the stream. Free to press. Yeah, just, hey, listen. The content that we produce is because we want to share our knowledge. We want to share our experiences with people who maybe not had the opportunity to share that, to have them experiences, but to also to get a different insight with the things that you can't really get. You can't go on the internet and type in what's it like in a football changing room, or you know, you just can't do these things. So I think this is very, very great platform for us to do that. And that's why I think it's great that the community that we have and we're building very, very quickly is absolutely excellent. But your fee, as always, is just hit the like button and hit the share button and continue this great movement that we have going on. That is it. Just hit the like button and hit the subscribe, obviously, and share button. That will be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Chris Sport still way behind Liverpool in defense. Interesting. So let's think now. We've got Trent, we've got Robertson, we've got Van Dijk, and then probably Gomez. Yeah, I would say that back four, obviously, when they won the league, was absolutely phenomenal. My only argument for me, I would say that is Man United a little bit better at defending? Is that back four of Man United of Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, and Varane maybe a little bit better than Robertson, obviously Gomez, Van Dijk, and Arnold? But it's a flip of a coin. It really is, for me, a flip of the coin. Exo Glitch, thanks for popping in there. He has put, I just don't believe Ruben Diaz is all that. He has one good season, hasn't he? Hey, listen, you just got to watch him. You know, he could have a bad season now. Don't get me wrong, but he was fantastic. Fantastic. By far the best centre-half of the Premier League last year. He was miles ahead of anyone else. But like you say, sometimes I don't rate players and people do. And it's like Pogba. I don't rate Pogba at all and people do. And I can't see it. It's just the way it is. I think people look at players in different ways, don't they? Ashton's put, let's be real, Varane is only after money, and Man United paid the most outside of PSG and Barca. You could say that, or does he want a new change? It doesn't want a new challenge. He's going to get the money anyway. He's going to get the money anyway, no matter where he probably went. He was probably on, what, 250, 200 at Madrid. So he was going to get the money no matter where he went. I believe that he didn't want to go PSG because they didn't show as much love as Man United did. And obviously, he doesn't want to live in France. That's what I heard from a few people in France who work not directly with PSG, but they do work in Ligue 1. So it's easy to say that, Ashton, do you know what I mean, about the money? But the money's going to be there anyway for these types of players. It's not crazy now for someone to be on 250, 300 grand a week. It's NBA, NFL, ice hockey, baseball. You know, it's been going on then way before the Premier League. So it is what it is. But maybe, you know, money's always going to persuade people to a certain way. But I think maybe because of the level that he's at, Man United has probably played a good part in the fact that they are who they are. Boom, hi, mate. Shout out to Man United Agenda. Yeah, so if there is any Man United fans in here, obviously we're speaking about Varane. Go and check out the Man United Agenda over on YouTube. Munzi's put, who nearly brought you in the championship, mate? So Forest were interested at one time. Derby County were interested at one time. Hull. I'm trying to think who else. Can't remember at the time. Interest, you know how interest is. Interest doesn't really go far at times. But, you know, sometimes it can go far, sometimes it won't. But, you know, Premier League is harder than the Spanish League, faster and tougher. It's definitely faster and definitely tougher on the body. Technically, it's nowhere near. But on the body, like you say, the speed of it, and the reason it's faster is because both teams don't have the quality to keep the ball, like in Spain, like in other countries where it's possession based. So, you know, I always relate the Premier League into leagues to like basketball. It's like one end to the other because no one can keep the ball for long enough. Van Dijk is a better player. I can't argue with that, really. I think Van Dijk is the best centre-off I've seen in a very, very long time. Ashton's put Real Madrid on the type of club you leave. In fact, it's the type of club that leaves you. Look at the way that they treat their legends. Even Zidane said the club didn't back him as manager. I think the Real Madrid of now is very different from the Real Madrid of 10 years ago. You know, you didn't want to leave Real Madrid. They left you. Now it's different. It's a sinking ship. And And you can just see by the signings that they're trying to get now, it's definitely a sinking ship. Varane is quality, but he's going to be a sweeper for United. He's not a great ball player, but his defensive partners usually are Ramos, Kimpembe, and Maguire half decent. Yeah, I mean, like you say, Varane's not one to be unbelievably getting the ball and bringing it out like a John Stones, because John Stones is fantastic on the ball. But as a defender, he just plays. He's very much goes unnoticed. I like those types of players. He goes unnoticed and keeps it very, very simple. And they're the hardest players to play against. DRG's put 1K subs. Here we come, Fran. We're nearly there, people. We are nearly there. What an achievement that'll be. I mean, it's really got speed recently. Some people get on there and get loads and loads and loads of subs, and the content is not good or the quality is not good. And it's just, I think, must be algorithm or whatever. We are slow burners but we have the content. We have the more in-depth content. That is for sure. I can tell you that. That is for sure. Abhishek, thanks for popping in. He's put 18 titles, part of Galactico, won everything there is to be won. Yet people questioning Varane laugh out loud. Varane cost United less than what City paid for Ake. It's an unbelievable deal for United. The cost of it is down to the fact that Madrid have got no money, but every other point is absolutely bang on. You cannot argue with that resume. You can't. You can't, because you don't win those if you're not a certain type of player. Brandon's put big up Fran and all you guys in the chat. Missed the stream yesterday. I was just telling Curtis, I've been working night shift 12-hour days since Sunday. What you think about the Martinez from Inter? It's a pity that he didn't come in yesterday, but as we know, you got to get the graft in. But Martinez, will just end it there. He is not coming. But also, my biggest concern, great on the ball, great on the eye. Can't see him scoring more than 15 goals. I ain't paying that amount of money for someone who scores only 15 goals. That's me. Abhishek's put Varane will have some impact to United. What Diaz and Van Dijk have had, I think he will. I think, and Maguire. People forget how good Maguire is. It really is. Social DRG's put, what about the notifications buttons on too, Fran? Hit your notifications buttons on too. Social DRG is reminders all. Hit the notifications on as well, community. Munzi's put, United's defense is better than Liverpool's, Franny. It's very close. It's a toss of a coin. I think it's just on what type of players you want. I would probably go, I've got to be honest, Munzi, you're not going to like this, but I would go Liverpool because I love Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know him from when he was in the youth team. And I love Van Dijk. But I think City's is the best. I think City's is by far the best. But that's why they probably won the league. Wilson's put, yo, Francis, hope that you're staying well and safe. You too. Wilson's also got a question. What are your thoughts on Martinez interlinks? Like I said to Brandon Wilson, forget it. Forget it. Honestly, forget it. Seto has put, the PE teacher won't be able to pull the strengths of the team, and I'm a United fan. Interesting that a lot of people still don't have the belief in Ollie. I think he's done great to get these signings in. Apparently, he's a very, very good manager when it comes to dealing with the players, which is interesting. But like you say, is it all down to the fact that people think he's not a big enough personality to get this United team moving? I am not sure. Tony C's put, if Let's Go bid 15 million. Is true for Lacazette, bearing in mind that he has only 1 year left on his contract. Should we are looking to accept that if he is not in Arteta's future plans? You got to sell him. 100% you got to sell him. Again, just get rid of him. Get rid of him. He's going to go for free next year. You're going to make no money on him whatsoever. Sell him for 15 million. I'm sure we can find someone who can score 10 to 15 goals. Ashton's put, United still need a new goalkeeper. There isn't up there with Edison, Alisson, Mendy or Schmeichel. Yeah, he's not at the minute. I think for me, De Gea lost the plot when United blocked the Real Madrid move. He's never really been great for me since then. I've not really looked at him closely since then, but I've not mentioned him in those seasons since the move didn't happen. So I think it's something to do with that. Was not happy. Questions put, who do you think Arsenal should get, Maddison or Odegaard? Your friend Curtis preferred Maddison. I think they're two completely different players. Maddison cannot do what Odegaard does, and Odegaard cannot do what Maddison does. But if I was to choose a player, I would have Odegaard because Kurt likes Maddison. For me, Maddison is more exciting on the eye. He's exciting, but No way is he a better footballer than Odegaard, in my opinion. No way is he a better footballer. He's nowhere near as intelligent as Odegaard, but they do play different positions. Odegaard is a player who you need to get the ball to him, and we've seen when we get the ball to him, he's on a different wavelength. If you don't get the ball to him, whatever, Maddison can maybe make something happen from the wings, and he'll be more of a goal threat. Do we need more of a goal threat? Because everyone's talking about Saka, everyone's talking about Pepe, everyone's talking about Lacazette, everyone's talking about Aubameyang, yet we've only got one player who might be able to create something. And when I say might, ESI is not a top creator. He takes it on the back foot and drives at the back foot. So for me, I think Odegaard's class. I would love him in Arsenal. He's too good for Arsenal. Some people say they don't want him. For me, you must not understand football if you don't like Odegaard. He is pure football, and he's unbelievable on the ball. He's unbelievable on the ball. And you've seen it last year. Some players just were not on the same wavelength. Wilson, who would you best replacement for Lacazette and why? See, the replacement, if you've only got 15 million, I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle to find someone for 15 million, but I would go for Danny Ings. I don't know what it would cost. Seto's put Madrid need to wake up, turn into retirement home club. Yeah, but it's the money. They're struggling for money, aren't they? Seto's also put you nearly going partner. You nearly going to partner. I'm so happy for you. You can grow. I watch Terry football. Terry's grow from 5K to 100K. Fast now, even bigger. I know, Seto. Thanks for the compliment. Really do appreciate it. Now, I know the football terrorists, they're like a news channel. I try to bring the news, but just in more of a relaxed kind of. I don't want to be Sky Sports. I just want to give my opinions across, but not breaking news and things like that. You know, we will do those things when needed, but every minute of the day is a breaking news story. And there's loads of people that do that. We're going to come with a different, more of a laid back approach, but love the comment. I really do appreciate the support. Surely Edouard would be worth a punt. He is going for 50 million. Obviously, if we can move Laka and yeah, Edouard's been spoke about quite a lot, and we've only been 15 million. I know what you're saying. It could be a good one. Who are your Premier League title favourites? City. I can't look past City at the moment, even though I think they do need to strengthen a little bit because they'll become a little bit predictable. Rick Brown says, just popped in. Hope you're doing well today, Fran. A great show of Curtis yesterday. Keep up the good work. Rick, really do appreciate it. Don't worry if you're late. The fact that you are here is a huge, huge compliment to myself and the rest of our community. It really is. Thank you for the support. Wilson has put, who is likely to be Manchester City's closest title challengers and why? Well, in the Premier League one yesterday, I don't know if you watched me and Curtis's stream. I put City, Chelsea, Liverpool, United. That's what I think it would be. Fran, it's a sinking ship that could still attract Mbappe and Pogba if they leave on a free next summer. 100%, because I think everyone still wants to play for Real Madrid, don't they? They want that on the CV. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man City now, Man United, some would say. Even Liverpool, Bayern Munich, these Paris Saint-Germain. These are the teams, Juventus, Milan. These are the teams you want on your CV. Talk MU's put big up, bro. Big up to yourself. Thanks for popping in. Really do appreciate it. Social DRG has put, Fran, have you got any embarrassing stories about Curtis we can tease him about? I'm not getting involved. No, I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved. It's against the way that I try to live. Come on, see. If he's on with me, I can give him banter, but I can't throw banter at him. It's not fair. CJ Lowe has put Liverpool. By the way, CJ Lowe, really, really, really big shout out to CJ Lowe. The message that you sent me was very, very, very kind, and the words were they were warming, very warming. So thank you for that. Liverpool is ahead, but they have a aging squad. United is a year or two away, maturing, starting 11, developing squad depth. Good point. Good point. In 2 years, things could change. Do you think Villa will get Bailey? If they do, they could be sneaking and trying to get the top 6 if they keep Grealish as well. Seto's put, I don't hate Ollie, just feel like he chokes. That's his weakness he needs to work on. Yeah, I think he does it. He goes a little bit negative, like Gareth Southgate. Lily's put, what will you take? Buenda, Grealish, and Bailey, or Smith Rowe, Pepper, and Saka? It's hard because I would mix and match that. But if I had to just pick a 3, I would pick Buendia, Grealish, and Bailey. If I just had to pick a 3. Wilson's put, I believe that Arsenal still need 1 or 2 goalkeeper, right back, 2 midfielders, attacking midfielder, and possibly a striker. There is so much work to be done. There's more There's so much work to be done. Brandon's put, do you think Miguel is better than El Neni, Fran? I think he should get an opportunity. I think his experience is the one that's stepping him in his way. But you only get experience by playing. Wilson's put brilliant content as usual. As always, appreciate the comment. Socials put a video suggestion. I would like to watch a video stream of whole career Fran. Could call it Going Deep into Fran. You know what? I am going to do things like, like just general conversations that we have about, and you could probably, maybe we do a Q&A. Maybe a Q&A would be good one evening. When, that would be quite a good one. So then you can fire questions at me, career-wise, I don't know, balance-wise, rejection, how you deal with rejection, what I do, self-development, whatever it may be. A Q&A might be a good one. So if you're interested in a Q&A, I know there's only like, 12, 13, 14, 15 popping in the chat or whatever, give me an eye and then give me an eye in the chat and then we'll go down that route. But definitely the more they grow, the more content that will bring, as you know. I'm interested in podcasts. It's something that I want to do podcast, but not film it. So that could be something in the future. But like you say, we're just starting. We are just starting. We've got loads that I want to do. Brandon's put, we need a striker bad. Danny Ings from Southampton will be okay, but people won't agree. Danny Ings will probably either go Spurs, and even Man City wanted him. So Danny Ings will score you goals. You create, you'll score goals. Chris has put, Odegaard might be cheap like Varane. Real Madrid will be selling on eBay next. Yeah, they would be cheap. You might get him cheap. Seto's put, I get you. I like your personality. It's like talking to my dad. No offense. You got this. Yeah, well, at least your dad, if your dad cool, if your dad's cool, it's all right. Lily's put, thoughts on Newcastle situation. Lost to York City and drawn against Rotherham. Fans are raging. Yeah, I don't look into preseason. Like you say, for me, preseason don't mean anything. It takes you a good 5-10 games to get into the season. What's your thoughts on Steve Bruce? Don't think he should be a manager. Negative. No interest in playing football the right way. CJ's put, Fran, stick with this approach. It may be a tad eyebrow for some who like hysterics or acts to keep people interested. Yeah, that's one thing you're not going to get from me. You're not going to get crazy, stupid thumbnails. You're not going to get breaking news if it's not news. There's no substance to it. You're not going to get that stuff. That's not what I'm about. And YouTube is to give my personality. No fraudster. None of that nonsense. We've seen enough frauds, haven't we, with Arteta? Wilson's put, Arsenal need to get rid of Deadwood sooner rather than later. No one will take them, Wilson. No one will take them. If you're on 20, say you're on 25 grand a week, or 30 grand a week. Say you're on 30 grand a week, right? Not much difference, but say you're on 30 grand a week, yeah? And the club wants to get rid of you, but no one wants you, and the only club that wants you will give you 20. You're not going to leave. You're just going to sit and wait and wait and wait, Social Biz, that was a legit video suggestion. Yeah, I think it, like you say, a lot of people saying I think Albies is saying a big I. It's worth doing. Definitely Q&As and things like that are worth doing. You can do an individual one, and then what I might do is try and speak with Curtis, and we might do a double one as well after, see how we go on that one. So Lily's put, what would you have, Arteta as owner or Steve Bruce as manager? What would you have, Arteta as an owner or Steve Bruce as a manager? I'd rather have Arteta as an owner. I think Arteta would do some quite good business, to be honest, as an owner. I really, really do. So this one's not going to be a long one, like you say, people. Probably only going to go for about another 5 minutes. We've just hit 30 minutes. Just wanted to speak about the Varane. Just wanted to speak to the community, see how everyone is doing today. Hope you are well. What are you up to? Anything, stories in the chat. What are people up to? Anything interesting would be good. How are we dealing? Are we working from home, etc.? How is family? So if you've got anything to say, please put it in the chat. That's what we're here for. So yeah, I just wanted to run over the Varane one. For me, I think he is a Rolls Royce. He's one of those you don't really get. You got to remember, Rolls Royce is that luxury, goes about its business, can blend in but not blend in. It's not a Lamborghini or Ferrari. It's a car that you blend in, but it's class. For me, that is the way that Thiago Silva is at times. He's a little bit rough on the edges, so I'd probably give him the sport in the Wraith, the sport version of the Rolls. But Varane for me is the Phantom. He's the Phantom out here, and he's for me, top class. We can't compare him with White, as we know, they're completely two new deals. And it does bring United closer to Man City. I've got to admit, for me, it brings United closer to Man City. Liverpool are going to have a lot to say. They really are. I wouldn't say I'm sleeping on Liverpool, but I don't think they're going to win the league. I think they're going to do a Liverpool, but I don't think they're going to win the league. The tempo seems to have been eased off. They had the injuries. This rest may have done them the world of good with your Manes, etc. They need to get back to doing what they're doing. And then we'll see where Liverpool go from there. Brandon's put, Howard Arsenal is getting paid 40k a week. Unbelievable front, better players to get paid. The wages footballers get now is ridiculous. Trust me. Some of them, they're not fit enough to lace boots. What was the score? I believe Arsenal won 4-1. Is Ben White a Rolls Royce? Not yet. Not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. Not at all. You know, Rolls Royce is the creme de la creme. You know, you're not the creme de la creme at 24. You know, we've got to do a bit more to get that. I would say he's what would I give him now? What would I give him now? I'll give him a 7 series. We'll give him a new 7 series, BM, because it's just a 7 series. Do you rate Sarr from Watford? Good player, one of their best players. Tony's put Martin had a good run out for Brazil this morning in Tokyo, but would prefer if he was at Arsenal pre-season. Yeah, the good thing is he's getting games, he's getting fitness, so he's not going to need that when he comes back. On the flip side, he's still not got that integration, and he's not going to be able to impress Arteta for the beginning of the season. Ben White is a forward-focused ST. That's wrong. That's just. What do you think Martinelli has a future under Arteta if he is long-term manager? I think he does. I think Arteta likes him. Obviously, Edu's around. I think he really does like him. He's had injuries, and I just don't think Arteta trusts him enough, because what you got to remember, Arteta's coming. It's his first proper job. He's going to need players that he trusts. He's going to need players that, how can I put it? He knows that if they need to do the other side of the game, they can do that, the discipline side. That's what Arteta needed in the first season. Now, he's obviously revamping the way that he plays. But for me, I was looking at the team that what possibly start at the moment. The only two people that are going to go in is going to be White and Lokonga. So there ain't much changed. Ain't much has changed, but I hope he does give him an opportunity. John Stones was a Rolls Royce at Everton, so what are you saying, Fran? Was he? Was he at Everton? He was good at Everton. Of course he was. He was outstanding. I think John Stones was a Rolls Royce in the season before he had the bad season, because at City he was phenomenal, and then he had off-field problems. He lost form. He was left out of the England squad for a little bit, which happens with all footballers. So I would say he was a Rolls Royce in that season that he was phenomenal at City, and obviously he's found that form back last season. He was, again, tremendous last season. Turney just scored 3-1. 3-1. Right, okay. Has it not been played and then this is a replay, or are you watching it live? I was speaking to Curtis earlier, and I didn't know whether it had already been played and you was watching the rerun, or is it live? Because I believe it was 4-1 in the end. Or maybe I'm seeing something else. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing something else. But I'm sure it's already been played, hasn't it, Chris? Let me know. Let me know. Right, so what we're on now, we're on Wednesday. So tomorrow, I'll see you all tomorrow. Friday, it's my beautiful wife's birthday on Friday. So we will be spending the day child-free as well, which always helps. So yeah, it's my beautiful wife's birthday on Friday. So tomorrow we do have to nip out, but I'm going to try and make sure I get back to give you another video tomorrow, whatever we want to speak about. Time may change, I'm not too sure, but make sure your notifications on, as Social DRG would tell you, so you know where I am at tomorrow. It's being played, yeah. I thought that had already been played, and now it's just the highlights. Replay, but shown like a live match. Right, okay. Tony, if you had a Rolls Royce when I was younger, you had made it for sure. Don't see many of them nowadays round my way anymore. No, you don't. I mean, obviously, for those that don't know, I, about 5 months ago, obviously came back to the UK from England to concentrate a lot on YouTube and the other stuff that I do. And in Dubai, there is Rolls Royces every 2 minutes. Just Rolls Royce, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches, every G-Wagons, every car, Bugatti you can imagine every 2 minutes. And you actually get sick of seeing them because they don't become special. Whereas here, I've only seen one since I came back to England in 5 months. So yeah, Rolls Royce is my wife's favorite car. We'll have to get a lot of subscribers to get a Rolls Royce, won't we, people? Social D's put only just playing it on their site. Yeah, I've seen that. I think you have to be a member on the Arsenal and have a look, etc. So Rolls Royce, massively expensive to tax and insure. Yeah, I can imagine. The insurance must be crazy. Everyone subscribe to Yo Talks. Go and check that out, everyone. Social D. Wait, Fran, are you an Arsenal fan or a Posh fan or both? I'm both. So I'm Arsenal, always have been, and Peterborough. I love Man City. I love Barcelona because of Messi and because of Pep. I like Klopp. That's why I'm very unbiased, because I like a lot of football. But obviously my bread and butter is Arsenal, and I love Peterborough as well. So, and in a couple of weeks, hopefully we do our first vlog on matchday commentary. So I'll just show you what I do what I get up to when, in the mornings, when I leave the house, when we get to the grounds, and do some little vlogs on the commentary in the Championship, which will be a good little segment of the channel as well. So is Posh first game at home? No, it's at Luton, Chris. First game of the season. You know why I'm going. You know I'm on the radio because of my super goal on the first day of the season against Luton, at Luton for Posh. So it's going to be a very, very good day, especially if we get the win. So I can't wait for that. Not long. I was always Peterborough on LMA manager. Yeah. Good old days. The good old days. Right then, people. That's about 35 minutes. I'm going to love you and leave you all. Again, thank you for coming in for the chat. Again, today was a quiet one compared to the crazy antics that we had yesterday. But I appreciate your time. I know that you are all busy. I know that you are helping build this fantastic community, and I can't thank you enough. I really, really can't thank you enough. Chris has put knees up Luton down. Thank you, Fran, as always. Social D's great stream, no problem. I really do appreciate everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day, and be happy. And if you're not happy, remember, you are in control of your happiness. You take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.